وَإِذِ اسْتَسْقَىٰ مُوسَىٰ لِقَوْمِهِ. Again remember the time when the nation of Moses, people of Moses, asked for water. Istasqa Musa liqawmihi. Istasqa, to demand water, to drink. Because there was no source of water. And for such a big, perhaps there was some camping at some place, and at that place there was no source of water. And now 600,000 people going without water. What condition would have been there? Everybody can imagine. Now they gathered round Moses alayhi salatu wasalam. We find all these details in Torah, in very lengthy details. They cursed Moses alayhi salatu wasalam. They said, you have done us something very bad. At least we were there in Egypt, although we were slaves, but we were eating and drinking and we were having all the goods of life. Now, although we have become free from that bond of slavery, but nothing to eat, not even water to drink. Where have you brought us? That was the attitude of the people. Now when they gathered round Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wasalam demanding water, فَقُلْ نَبْنِ بِعَصَاكَ الْحَجَرِ. Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wasalam prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah, produce some source of water for us. فَقُلْنَا, we told him, we asked him, اضرب بعصاك الحجر. Strike this rock with your staff. فَانْفَجَرَتْ مِنْهُ اثْنَتَا عَشْرَةَ عَيْنًا. There gushed forth from that rock 12 springs. قَدْ عَلِمَ كُلُّ أُنَاسٍ مَشْرَبَهُمْ. Every tribe knew its place of drinking, because there were 12 tribes. They were the progeny of 12 sons of Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam. And there were 12 tribes. Now look to the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He didn't give them one spring. They would have fought each other. So 12 springs gushed out. So every tribe fixed for itself that this is our spring and this is our spring, so that there was no infighting between them on this water. قَدْ عَلِمَ كُلُّ أُنَاسٍ مَشْرَبَهُمْ كُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا مِنْ رِزْقِ اللَّهِ وَلَا تَعْصَوْا فِي الْأَرْضِ مُفْسِدِينَ. And as if it was said to them, now eat and drink from what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided you, and do not act corruptly, making mischief on the earth. وَإِذْ قُلْتُمْ يَا مُوسَىٰ لَن نَّصْبِرَ عَلَىٰ طَعَامٍ وَاحِدٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given them man and salwa. All the dietary needs were fulfilled by these two. They were getting them without any hard labor, without cultivation, without farming, everything easily at hand. But now they got tired with these two things. وَإِذْ قُلْتُمْ, and remember when you said, Ya Musa, O Moses, لَن نَصْبِرَ عَلَىٰ طَعَامٍ وَاحِدٍ. We can't be patient with this only one food, continuously taking one food, this man and salwa, nothing else. فَدْعُ لَنَا رَبَّكَ. So pray to your Lord for us. يُخْرِجْ لَنَا مِمَّا تُنْبِتُ الْأَرْضِ. He should bring out from the earth what the earth grows. مِنْ بَقْلِهَا وَقِسَّائِهَا وَفُومِهَا وَعَدَسِهَا وَبَصَلِهَا. Its herbs, its cucumbers, its garlic, its lentils, and its onions. Now these are the things which add taste, to your food. So no, because they were very much accustomed to the taste of these foods, now they demanded these things, because all their dietary requirements were being fulfilled. So now additionally, every man needs something which is tasty. قَالَ تَسْتَبْدِلُونَ الَّذِي هُوَ أَدْنَىٰ بِالَّذِي هُوَ خَيْرٌ. Moses said, do you want to exchange that thing which is better with that which is worse? Adna, or inferior at least. The meaning is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you a better food, and you are asking for something which is inferior, although there are tastes in it. But actually that food which is nourishing, which is natural, that is much better that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. أَتَسْتَبْدِلُونَ الَّذِي هُوَ أَدْنَىٰ بِالَّذِي هُوَ خَيْرٌ. You want to get in exchange something which is inferior, and you want to lose that thing which is superior. اهْبِطُوا مِصْرًا. Now this word اهْبِطُوا, note. This hubut is not from sky to the earth. The same word, اهْبِطُوا مِصْرًا. Go and settle in some city. And now if you want these things, you will have to cultivate the earth. You will have to grow these things. All these things, you can't get automatically. You have to settle down. This life of Bedouin and this life of traveling, now you will have to give it up. If you want these things, and then you will get what you are demanding. وَضُرِبَتْ عَلَيْهِمُ الذِّلَّةُ. This ayah is very important. And humiliation was heaped upon them. This is, so to say, conclusion. Due to these misdeeds of yours, due to these misdoings of yours, due to this going astray of yours, you were punished. The punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala came to you by this decree. وَضُرِبَتْ عَلَيْهِمُ الذِّلَّةُ. Humiliation was heaped upon them. وَالْمَسْكَنَةُ. And they drew the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Misery, maskana, misery. وَبَاءُوا بِغَضَبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ. And they drew on themselves the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّهُمْ كَانُوا يَكْفُرُونَ بِآيَاتِ اللَّهِ. And this is because they used to belie and deny the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَيَقْتُلُونَ النَّبِيِّينَ بِغَيْرِ الْحَقِّ. And they had been killing and slaying the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without any reason, without any cause. ذَلِكَ بِمَا عَصَوْا وَكَانُوا يَعْتَدُونَ. And this punishment was given to them because they disobeyed and they were transgressing the bounds of the Sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.